I think I've fired enough stream notifications. We can go ahead and start the stream. Um, we're a little messy, but this is because I have like 17 different projects going on right now. But we'll focus on two things today. First is this batch of Cherry MX Black that I need to lube so that I can send it out tomorrow. And then also, this has been sitting in my closet for like a couple of weeks now. TPS40 by Open Key Design, and I just need to put it together. So, you know, we'll kind of knock out a couple projects today. We'll hopefully this desk cleans up soon. Also, yeah, it's like a week before Christmas, guys. I'm not ready. My ass is not ready for this. So, you know, is what it is. I'm just gonna pull in a little bit closer here somehow. Because I know lubing Cherry MX Blacks on a black lube station is not really great for visuals, but nevertheless we persist. Anyway, I spilled one. Don't put your tools in the same spot where you store all the spare Cherry MX springs. Gotta get that back in there. There's some organization to be had, but I don't know where. Anyway, yeah, I'm like 50 switches in, so I have like maybe 35 or so more to go on this one. So again, these aren't for me. This is a commission, and so these will be sent off after I build these today. I did turn on the stream kind of halfway through the process, and so what we have is we have the springs donut dipped with 3204, and we are lubing the stem very generously with Krytox 205. The films for these, where are you? Are the Deskies films, which in my experience has been like some of the easiest ones to work with. Like, they are a lot like floppier than some other ones, but I feel like some of the stiffer Switch films actually make it harder to assemble. Like, I don't know, like it's a little hard to close, a little hard to maneuver when it's like harder versus like these ones are soft. You can just kind of bend it around the sides of the Switch. So that's probably a little bit more than I'm going to use for this. We're going to cut that in half. I don't know when the last time I lubed switches on stream was. It probably has to be like months, year, like maybe even like a year ago. Because for me, I've been so focused on getting switches that I don't have to lube that I just haven't had a real opportunity to do some more switch lubing, which when you get once you spend a certain amount of time in this hobby, right, it gets tedious to a point. Like, there's a lot of people I know who do like switch tuning, keyboard building, and stuff like that, like commissions and stuff as well. And a lot of them have stopped taking like switch lubing, so like switch tuning commissions. It's because it's so time consuming, and oftentimes you can get like a factory lube switch that will do the job just as well. Like, you'll only reserve lubing switches for kind of like special expensive builds, or if you're like a certain Discord that I'm in where Cherry MX Blacks are the switch, but Cherry MX Blacks on Alu, and that's the end all be all. That's end game switch right there. Which I guess I understand it to a point. Like, the sound is familiar. You can't really replicate it too well in some people's opinion. Something about like Cherry uses like their own special nylon blend or something for these things. Stuff like that. I don't know. For me personally, when it comes to choosing like a particular like linear switch, because there's a lot of similar products out there nowadays. Like, for me, I tend to prioritize like the feel more so than the sound. Like, of course I still want good sound, but it's like even that too is subjective, right? Like, there's that signature Cherry scratch, and you could say like they have their own specific sound signature, like being a little bit deeper, a little bit firmer, or all the words that that are thrown out nowadays. But for me, it's make it feel good first, and then we can deal about sound later, because there's so much switch modding, there's so much case modding or case materials, plate materials, where the sound of a board is the sum of all of its parts. It's not just the switch, even though the switch does contribute a fair amount. But you're definitely not getting that same sound signature if you're putting these in aluminum plate, aluminum case with a brass weight, versus something like this where it's like stacked acrylic case, impact modified acrylic plate, gasket mount, etc., etc. So, but it's like you can't modify the feel of a Switch as much with the rest of the keyboard. I mean, this is mostly true for like linear switches, right? Like you get your flex cuts and stuff to kind of soften the bottom out, which that was, you know, the big general trend for like a hot minute. And then now we're going back to like no flex cuts, full, like, you know, fuller sounding plates. Because that is the trend. That being said, the keyboard that I'm building today is very much kind of an older standard. I mean, it was built this year, but China still has like very the Chinese market still likes their flex cuts, both plates, PCB, etc., etc. And so this keyboard, the TPS40 by OpenKey Studio, they're the same ones that made or that designed EPBT less but better. But yeah, they still are opting for flex cuts, which is kind of strange considering that one of the default case materials is brass. So I have a brass plate with flex cuts in it. I'm really not sure how that's gonna work, but we will see what happens. It's also been PVD silver. PVD coated in silver rather than like letting the original like goldy brass tone kind of stand out, which I think is sort of an interesting decision to make. But seeing as how my unit is blue and silver, I suppose is the right call to make. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but you can see it above my head. We're using TX springs, 55 gram long. This is my friend's personal favorite when it comes to spring weighting. I think I don't know, like, again, it's kind of the Chinese market thing where they're kind of trending towards like lighter springs. You know, I grew up in this hobby on Gatoron yellows, so that 63.5 gram is still kind of like my personal comfort point, but having a longer spring in a lighter weight, like you feel more of that weight up front. Like it's more of a flatter force line rather than like a steeper line with a shorter, like more progressive spring, which I prefer. Like it's definitely that like more, it's that more snappy feel to the Switch. By snappy, I mean it comes back up with you. You don't have to like really wait for it to like return on its own. Of course, I could be making this all up. This is all placebo, but like I think the main thing is you feel more of that initial resistance, and Um, yeah, it's more so like when you release the switch, when you release the key, it's already back up, like waiting for you to hit it again, you know? Um, actually, yeah, I think like progressive springs, like 2-stage, 3-stage springs. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about those lately. And for me, I'm, you know, a little glad because for how short of a throw you get in an MX style switch, you know, you have like 4 millimeters of travel, right? I don't think you're gonna feel that combination of 2 or 3 um different like switch weights. Like essentially you're trying to combine like 2 force curves or something like that, and you know, like that, something like that. I'm not really sure what the intent was. Personally, I think it's a little bit of snake oil, but yeah, I only know what I know. And all I know is I've been doing this for a hot minute. Yeah, so after this, so I have another commission for a different customer, who I actually met like at my real job. And so he's commissioned me to make or to assemble a keyboard and a keyboard and mouse package for his partner. And I'm almost done with that. I'm just missing one cruel component, and that's it's the keyboard itself. Unfortunately, you know, because it's the holiday season and everything, we kind of got the ball rolling a little bit too early. And so, or a little too late rather. So I'm a little late in receiving like the keyboard itself. I got everything else. I got the switches. I got the keycaps, which honestly I wasn't really sure if I was gonna get them in time because I got them off AliExpress. But you know, that's the power of paying $11 for expedited shipping, which for AliExpress is essentially UPS, because that's the tracking number I got. But yeah, that came in. Actually, let me lube this one and then let me show that off, because it's an SA keycap set. At least that's what it said on the store. It might be like a half height SA, but the reason I got it is because you actually get like 3 sets for the price of 1. So you get like a blue set, a red set, like a navy set rather. But yeah, I just wanna kind of show this off a little bit. I think the company is called like GMKY or something. But this is like a little different than their typical SA sets, where those ones all have themes. This one actually gives you just like 3 full sets that you can sort of like mix and match yourself. which for the color scheme that was requested is very much appreciated. So the first thing I can tell you is that the scooping on this is a little different. So regular SA has a spherical scoop, which means that, you know, it's a smooth round, like if you were to put a marble on the top, it would fit in there almost perfectly, sort of a deal. This is actually more of like a square-ish. You can kind of see it from the way the light hits it, but you can definitely see that there's like quote-unquote corners, which to me actually kind of looks more like MT3. The height of SA they got right for sure. Like this is what I remember SA round 1 being that tall. Round 2, yeah. Well, let me look at this again. Okay, round 3. I can't tell if it's just the light or if this is like, I don't think it's like perfectly like symmetrical like SA row 3 is, where it's just like tall DSA where you can just like rotate it 90 degrees and you'd be fine. But it is flat on the top, so close enough. Oops. Close enough, I suppose. Yeah, the legends are okay. I think they're a little bit thicker than like official Signature Plastics SA. But there's no immediate legend errors or issues that I can really see. Like, oh shit. Okay. This is a thin tray. I should not have tilted that. I should not have tilted that. This shit is everywhere. Hold on. F11. It's fucked. Well, I'll fix this later. I just gotta get them. We gotta get them inside the tray. Oh, geez. Yeah, like definitely for sure, the font on the alphas is thicker than regular Signature Plastics. I think an interesting thing too that I just looked at while everything was all upside down is that hold on, let me I can't put it away until I've sorted this all out. But even though the top, or even though the spacebar is solid, it's actually double shot too, which I thought was an interesting decision. It's probably that they, you know, they do this entire set in one mold. So like, regardless, it's like double shot, right? Like I think that's the rationale behind this. Anyway, more light on here. Like what I look for when I'm lubing is I want there to be enough light so I can see the lube sort of like reflect. But we press on. So I think what we'll have to do for this batch is we're gonna have to like cherry pick them. Um, I mentioned as such, and he's okay with the idea. Because reason being, I don't believe these are broken in at all. I think these are just stock Hyperglide MX Blacks. So no vintage, no breaking in, no, MX2A. I know that for sure because the spring would be different. And as far as I know, some of the internals are a little bit different as well. But if the new Galarsis X Cherry MX2A purple is to be believed, you can just swap original MX stems into the MX2A, no problem. We'll see how those fly, because I heard, and I don't want to say it wrong, but I have seen, samples of the new Switch, but I've seen those little like nubs on the inside of the Cherry MX clear stem, where it makes it like super thick to the point that the MX stem actually like warps or cracks stems. So that's not a great introduction to MX2A for sure, but hopefully that will be fixed. I don't remember if production already went through on that yet. I don't know. I am definitely interested in the Switch. Like, I'm not very much a tactile enjoyer, but when I do, I like that sort of like MX clear tactility. Like, that was the first Switch that, well, not really the first Switch, but it was one of the first Switches I ended up starting out with. So my Switch journey went from Cherry MX Brown on a pre-built gaming keyboard to Cherry MX Red on the Nopo Chalk Mini. And then my first like keyboard that I built myself was actually using Gatoron Reds. But then after that, then I started getting into tactiles. Again, I wanted something a little bit more of a bump than the brown, so I went up to Cherry MX Clears, and I use that shit. Like, original spring, I think the original spring has like a 75 gram bottom out, something like that. Like it's like heavier than a brown for sure. I had actually switched that spring to 98 grams, which is it sounds really heavy, but at the time I was playing guitar like more religiously, and that was kind of my thinking, was like, okay, like I'm heavy-handed, I'm playing the guitar, so I might have a little bit more finger strength, and so I had chosen to use MX Clears, spring swapped even heavier to 98 grams in an acrylic let split. So I think that was like my second. It's either my second or my third board that it was definitely the second board that I had ever built. Because the first one was a 60% in like the cheap plastic case from Originative, The and then sometime around then I got my first Plank keyboard, which I actually had like just bought off of somebody. Like they had hand wired it, which was kind of cool actually. But I think the spring on that was like super light. It was like, I think it was Gatoron clears, which, you know, even though they're clear, like Cherry MX clears, like are two totally different products. I think the Gatoron clears have a, like they're linear for one. The spring on it is like 35 grams. It's like super, super light. Okay. Honestly, I don't know why I'm still like matching top and bottom in stem, because these aren't broken in at all, but like it is sort of force of habit. I don't really like mixing parts. Like I used to be like super into like Frankensteining switches. I do have those like boba Franken switches, which are like 4 different switch parts into one switch, but partially that wasn't me. That was the San Diego Discord server special. No, what are they called? Those soju switches, not bobas. They did use boba stems, but they're called soju because you use like a kiwi bottom, a boba top, a halo clear stem, and then whatever switch you wanted to use. Which I think I kept it. No, I think those were TX'd. Those springs. I will say though, I don't know why it took this long for me to switch to the white Deskies films. I guess because it had so much of the gray ones, but it helps visibility so much more. Like I can make sure that it's like centered up properly on the MX blacks. And to be frank, it kind of gives like an Oreo, like a cream sandwich sort of deal. You know, like with the cream kind of sticking out the side. I just gotta crack them open again and lick the 205 off. Did I have this one? Oh yeah, the switch pin on this is a little fucked. That's fine. We can fix her. We can fix her. Yeah, after this batch is just going to be like a small amount, but I think we're going to go ahead and just like build the keyboard, and then I will assemble the rest of those switches at another time, because after this I will have a batch of 70, which should be enough for a keyboard. How many more do I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're about 27 left to go. So one more tray's worth. One more lube station worth of switches. I will say though, the one thing that I like about cherry switches more so than anything is that after the filming, like you know that they will close properly. Like I have had less issues with films kind of getting stuck between um the the switch top legs or anything. I came here for our keyboard stream and it's a switch stream. My bad. My ass is not ready. This is like very haphazardly planned. Unlike the next Sacramento keyboard meetup coming at February 3rd at Bike Dog Taproom Brewery in Sacramento, California. Now that's an example of proper planning. 2 months ahead, well, a month and a half ahead. I was gonna try and go to the swap meet in San Jose today, but it was just too short of a notice for me. Oh yeah, I gotta make a flyer for this one too. Roo. About to stream earlier and got lazy. You know, that honestly, that's just kind of me nowadays. It's like, I don't know, man. There's so much happening in December, like in real life, to where it saps my ability to do anything like online. There's just so much shit happening between presents. I've got a few commissions going on like this one. If Tiny She'll come out and be a vendor in my event, I think that'd be pretty sick. Although I don't know, she wasn't even a vendor at the NorCal one. So either she's like getting really busy. She did come down to San Diego, but that was probably more expected because there was like a 1,200 person RSVP. All right, take care of yourself. Have a good night, man. Taking us back out. Gonna put these other springs and shit away. A matter of clearing off the desk. Everything will come back here eventually. All the wipe off this brush. Put you over here. Put the lube station away. Switch opener goes there. And five dead LEDs. Oh yeah, that's right. If anybody is coming from my past stream where I kind of fucked up the macro pad, I unfucked up the macro pad. Yeah, the Koyan pad is completely functional at this point. So this one is good to go. If the acrylic did not want to pick up like every single little particle of anything that came into the room. That'd be great, but unfortunately, life does not work that way. Hey, got the PCB art. Got the screen. We're waiting on the knob. The knob is here, but there's an insert that goes between the encoder and the actual like brass knob itself. I haven't ripped the back off yet, but it does have RGB on it. It's got a screen, so this shit is working. Oh, that's not a cable. Wait for. Hey, look at that. Underglow's working. Maybe it's working a little too fast. I'm probably gonna have to reflow that eventually. Yeah, it's supposed to be just like not that. That's okay. But the screen works at least. All right, well. The lights are on. All right, TPS40 time. Let's see, how do I want to put this? Designed by OKC. Got a little diagram here. So this little like hexagon part is actually like the spring that everything's going to that the PCB plate are going to rest onto. This is like a modified tray mount in a way, kind of like Salvation, that 60% case. But inside here is just a metric shit ton of stuff. So extra screws. Here's that titanium spring. Got the pour-on, so we got the plate pad case, or the plate foam, PCB foam, brass plate that has been PVD'd silver for some reason. PCB with a metric ton of flex cuts. Fiber screws. What is this? Oh, I suppose that's for the mount. FFC. I don't know what that means, but it's a battery. I'm surprised they could ship this to me, but all right. Pour on. What is this? These look like a bunch of little gaskets or something in here. Rubber bump-ons. There's like so many pieces in here. And here's the actual piece. Come on. I have heard reports that the knob is pretty delicate, so I'm trying not to like pull it up by the knob or anything like that. Shoot over here. And as far as I can tell, there's no like instruction manual or anything like that, so we're just gonna build it. See how this thing works. So, it doesn't show well on the screen, but it's this nice sort of like icy blue. Probably this angle is like the best representation. It's definitely more blue than it is silver. Um, but you do have like this silver strip. The inspiration for this, as I believe, is a like the Sony Walkman. So I don't see any bottom case screws, so I am to assume that everything just like screws directly on top. Okay. So this side piece screws off. There's a little ribbon cable to connect to the main PCB. There's another ribbon cable here for the knob and for the USB port. So let's get the case feet installed on here. And the case feet are rubber, I believe, like rubber or pour-on. Definitely not foam, so I think that's nice. I don't know how I'm going to put this on with gloves. Usually I sort of like use my fingers to sort of soft place them, you know, because the finger oils will help prevent the foot from getting like stuck. Okay, got that into the channel, all good. Alright, that should work just the same. Right in there. The shadows are kind of messing with my vision a little bit, but it seems to be okay. I think we're okay. Garbage. Okay, pour-on. Where are you? What am I? Tell me what to do. Oh, great and powerful picture. Screws. So 4 screws here. Berserk Freak, hello, welcome. Welcome to Tiny Keyboard Land. I'm following a single piece of paper that will tell me everything I need to know to build this keyboard. Hope you're having a good evening or morning or whatever time of day. So, let's see here. So battery, I assume a harness, and a couple of ribbon cables. You know, a smarter person would. Oh shit! Melon Milkus, hey, thanks for the raid. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome, welcome to Tiny Keyboards. I have too much shit going on in here. There's like a million like layers of cake happening. Hope you had a fun stream. Hope you had a Damn. You guys are bringing odor in here? Where's my candle? We gotta cleanse. A little cleansing. Oh. We were building a keyboard today. This candle wick is refusing to participate. Oh my god, you're too powerful. I'm literally like fire over the wick. It's not working. Yeah, this is the TPS40 keyboard. It's actually based off of the Sony Walkman. So got a little knob on the top. Got some LEDs. It's got a couple of side buttons on here. So it's a really interesting, like it's new. Like I also love the look of this thing. Like this is, so here's the context, right? I've been building keyboards for like years at this point. I'm in a keyboard builder with gloves. You know what? Fair. But like, I've been building keyboards for years at this point. But so there's not a lot that's like super exciting, you know. But the aesthetics of this just hit. Like it just hits so right. Like it was almost an insta buy. And so, you know, you put your money in the hole for 3-4 months, and then suddenly a keyboard appears on your doorstep. Get this PCB out here. A lot of flex cuts going on. Waited 2+ years for the keycaps to use today. Damn. What key set did you use? Was it another GMK set, or was it it's 2 years. Oh, Dreamscape. Yeah. I remember, cuz man, EPBT Dreamscape, that came out around the same time. Because I had to choose, right? I had to choose between GMK or EPBT Dreamscape or where are you? Or EPBT Ramen Stop. Yeah, like all of those sets were coming out like late 2020, early 2021. You know, back when you know, everything was still in a little bit of disarray, a little bit of a stay-at-home situation. But yeah, like it did not take nearly as long to get this as it did to get Dreamscape. So I feel for you. The vid area, exactly. But yeah, also this did not come with a build guide. So I'm kind of, I guess I'm the one doing the build guide now, because I have to figure out how everything gets put together. I see there's this one for the battery, so the battery's gonna go like that. So that means the battery goes like this. So that goes in there. This is, I assume, like a barrier, both to keep the both to keep the battery in place, but also to kind of protect the battery from all the metal bits that are gonna go right above it. I don't think there's a way to cleanly open this. Like it's stuck together, but the plastic on this thing is giving way quicker. But yeah, oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been this has been a work in progress for like the last 2-3 years. So like I change it every now and then, but I am kind of set in some basic principles like color scheme, the antenna on the top. So let's see. I think I have to put a spacer or a screw in here first. Daisy, plank, okay. Okay, so it looks like it's just screw the screw in. I do see little divots in here. I believe this is what all of this poron is for. In lurks, you can find sustenance. That is fair. Like, I had to decide whether I wanted to stream before or after dinner, and I was like, I was dying. I was famished, and I think I made the right choice because I can actually focus on this stuff. You guys also just missed the switch lubing that happened right before this, so good on you guys. Yeah, so those little divots down here are the size of these guys. So we'll pull you out of there. Hello, Coaxial. And everybody from Melon, thanks for stopping by. Put you out right down there. I'm gonna take out the battery before until after I do all of this stuff. Let's see, fiber screws, extra screws. That's the wrench. This is the battery cable. So I have 16 pieces of rubber gasket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 in there. Okay. Let's see, put you right over there. So, let me ask you guys this. Are there any switches that is like your favorite, just sort of like go-to for like whatever build you have? Or is there like a newer switch that any of you guys are interested in? I did go off on a little bit of a tangent earlier about those new like Glarce's cherry collaboration, those MX2A purples. Which I like the idea of, and I was a cherry MX clear enjoyer back in the day. Come on, get out the way. Oh my god, this thing is stuck. But It's more so now I just want to wait on a review of that. Just because I didn't hear things about the I didn't hear very good things about the MX2As, but it's definitely something that I will need to go to a keyboard meet to try out. TBH, I really like black switches, kind of want to try greens at some point. Yeah. I had I did try was it Gatoron greens also. So after the Cherry MX clears that I had tried out, there were. All right, come on, just gotta shift you to the side a little bit. Yeah, so I had tried going clicky with the Gatoron greens, but for me, I quickly found out I wasn't very much a clicky switch enjoyer. So what I did was there was this switch mod back in the day called the jailhouse mod, where you put a little bit of rubber inside the switch, so it turns it from a clicky switch to a tactile switch with just a little bit of a bump, which I liked a lot more. I had that on a 75% keyboard, the KBD 75, way back in the day, which I will forever remember, the KBD 75, because that was one of the earlier keyboards that had like RGB kind of going around like the sides of the case. Like it was like sandwiched in between the top half and the bottom half. It was like a layer of RGB glow. And I definitely think more keyboards should be doing that nowadays, especially because now people are using like all of these smaller LEDs, but they're like a lot brighter, so that the lighting's a lot more even. So I just think that's a trend that really needs to come back. But yeah, other than like those new cherry switches, so one of my hobbies as well has been kind of looking around some like lesser known switch manufacturers. Well, not me personally. I have somebody I know who like regularly browses like Taobao and stuff, and finds like new switches to try out and send to the masses. So that's where people started finding out about transmit switches, Huano switches. Who's the other new keyboard switch manufacturer? Something like Key Geek or something, I think is the name. All right, hold on. I'm getting lost in the sauce. So this one, don't know how this is gonna attach to this. I think I see. I see two screw points, so one right here and then one down here. But it's a little confusing because the size of the hole is pretty much the same as the size of the holes for like this for like the switch pegs I think if I didn't know any better, this goes into the wait a minute. Let's open up this plate and oh my god, that is shiny. Woo! Holy. That is a nice brass plate. Wait. I can't even tell if it's like silver or if it's like PVD black. I mean, it's just like so reflective. I think it's silver. Yeah, I think that's silver. Holy reflection. Damn. If I didn't care about, like, you know, reflections. But I think from this, I can confirm that there's only 2 screw mounting points. Yeah, M2 Pi 3, 4.0. Okay. All right. I think it's starting to make sense. Yeah, so everything's resting on top of the everything's resting on top of those foam pads. So there's like a sort of like flex going like this way. Because there's 4 rigid points in the middle that's going to be mounted to, if the ribbon cables don't get in the way. Okay. Makes sense. So there's not a lot of flex provided, but I think it's like just enough. Especially because the main 2 mounting points to the PCB are just on those 2 sides. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to do? I forgot to lube stabilizers. We will run into that problem when we get there. Alright, let's pull this guy out again. So, screw, washer, screw. I think I might have to look up a guide for this. Hey Toshi, how's it going? Hope you had fun at the concert last night. Because especially if it's like kind of the same show that they did for Los Angeles during AX, Mane-san is real. Did they have everybody? I know Himiko is based in Japan, so she wasn't there. But was like everybody else there? Like all the other news anchors and stuff like that? Ah, whoa. Okay, case foam, plate foam. Novo shirt a lot better. Damn. Ooh. I thought they were just gonna do that for LA, but I guess it was that much of a hit that they, did it everywhere. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how this all goes together, because there were no instructions. This is the only instruction manual I have, and it looks like a mini metro, like a railway map. So, oh yeah, the JOSN shirt. Like whenever I see those things pop up, like the JOSN film crew shirts, like those go so fast. Like holy crap! I think I got the print of it though, but anyway, yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I did not get the black crew shirt, but yeah, that's the one that everybody wants. Let me pull out. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let me pull out my my shirt. All the way out there. Yeah, I did not get the JOSN crew shirt, but I got this one, which is pretty close to the poster design. Oh, that one was in white? Damn. So, okay, let's see here. So M2x3. So I have 6 screws. I think I have DMs open on Twitch. I'm not sure though, because I like literally, like, I think somebody else had asked me on Twitch, or to DM on Twitch, and I have not seen that. Yeah, Discord's open. Discord's open. Send it over. Wait, I kind of like that mini tour shirt because there's like 3. There's like, it's like, well, 2 colors on there. The J, or the plain shirt, and like the jukebox shirt with like the keyboard on the side on the TV. Those ones have been like staples. But that mini tour shirt is new. I don't know, I like it. I like it. I think it's kind of neat. Okay, so M2x3. The spacer on. Maybe sucker for black shirts and crew shirts, or anything else not white shirts. Honestly, I am more of a white shirt person, not more so by circumstance than anything else, because like I wear a white button-up shirt just like this to work. Um, which is why I feel really good about this design, because it's like just like me for real. But also just like what's the word? But yeah, anyway, like I use white shirts under it. These white shirts to sleep. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I believe I've lost a barrel screw somewhere around here, or like a spacer. I'm not really I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm gonna look up the Discord for this keyboard and see if I can glean any build instructions. Injury shirt, tote bag 15, vinyl 25, shirt 30. Yeah, if the VHS came up, man, that's an insta cop. Like, I think I told you this, but I think I told you this, but they were selling VHS of the latest album, Nisemono, and I didn't get it because I already have the cassette and the vinyl for it. So I can't, in good conscience, get like a third copy of it. Let's see here. In TPS40 build guide. There is a build guide on Bilibili. Hold on, let me just scroll through this really quick. Okay. So putting the posts on the four edges. Oh. Wait, are there little rubber pieces somewhere? Hold on. Alright, here, I'm gonna put this up. Oh, show the pre-order color and it wasn't blurred. Ah. Here, I'm just gonna put this up here because I have to figure out what I'm doing. Apparently there were little rubber standoffs that were supposed to be in one of these packages, but I did not see any rubber standoffs. Okay. Okay, so that goes like that. Okay. Alright, so all the screws are the same, is what I'm gleaning. Okay. Alright, I think I can get it from here. So just have to install everything on the spacer first. Have to figure out which one of these are the thinner ones, which one of these are the thicker ones. Apparently there's two thicker standoffs. Then everything else is shorter. I probably use the shorter ones on here already. Not gonna lie, it's a little hard with the gloves. There we go. I just had to do a little screwage, a little screw action. All right, gonna get all of our ducks lined up in a row. I'll be real, I still can't tell which one is which. What if I put these in between two flat surfaces and then squeeze, and then whatever falls out. Those are the smaller spacers. You know what? Maybe if I did it like side to side instead of trying to fit this on the screen, maybe that would make a little more sense. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see it now. So these two are definitely taller. And then this is a taller one. Whoa. Like the difference is like so minute. So it's a 3.7 millimeter barrel versus a 4 millimeter barrel. All I know is these two are the tall ones. And then I need 4 short ones. Okay. All right. We can start building. I don't believe that there's a difference. Oh no, there is. This is a little wider, this is a little shorter. So it should be this way. So the two taller ones go on the sides because this is what's actually being screwed in. And then the two smaller ones, or the 4 smaller ones, are gonna go over here as the like auxiliaries to kind of help support the PCB, keep it from rocking, I suppose. And then we cover the top with a bit of tape to prevent shorting. So that is what I have gleaned from watching this Billy video. Okay. Yeah, the build is a little obtuse. I thought I'd be okay, but there are a lot of moving parts for this thing. You actually got to see the bonus content for Nisemono. Oh, the one that's on the VHS. Anything other than the Kimiko version of Loneliness? Alright, I'm gonna keep putting the boron bumpers on the bottom here. Behind the scenes, nice. Oop. You cut through the backing is still on the ad on this one. Expression of Loneliness, Nisemono, and Everything's Alright. I think I'm especially interested in Everything's Alright. Because I know he was in Japan for a little bit, so I guess he must have had like a lot of film work to do while he was out there. Unless that was like the SoCal area as well. See here. Yeah, we'll do 6. Dylan's production behind the scenes is very interesting. That's the one where that's the one where they had to like sneak into the library and stuff, right? Alright, let me switch over here. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll definitely give it a watch after I finish building all of this. Okay, so that one goes here. At 11. I'll watch on here. Yeah, I think I watched a few like behind the scenes for City Slicker, and like I really like the City Slicker the project. I just had to sneak a VHS camera to some suitcase. Yeah, because it's like batteries or something like that. My goodness, there's so many layers to this thing. It's like a cake. All right, there's one. Let's see, can I pull up the second? The video input. Got the side cam too. I'm struggling. Yeah, it's like only on the VHS. On the cassette, we got karaoke editions of all the songs. I thought that was really cool. Gotta bust that out on a karaoke stream sometime. Also, if you're wondering why the B camera quality is like garbage, it's an old cell phone that I have that I just have like rigged up as a secondary camera. I guess the quality's not as, but it's at like 30 FPS. Anyway, I'm trying to show off better what's happening by providing a different perspective, but kind of not working. Anyway, flip this thing over. But that also kind of comes back to why I'm building this board, because this board is themed after the Sony Walkman. So very, very large reason why I decided to purchase this board. Our 4 screws. For a tray mount board, this sure is like a metric crap ton of screws. Like even like a regular like old tofu board uses like 5, I think, 5 or 6. I have had to screw in 10 things so far, and that's not even counting like ribbon cables or anything yet. Do not think I'm hitting the hole. My ass is just free spinning in there. Hold on. I think I got it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Now we're torquing. I think. I'm trying very hard not to pierce this battery with the Allen wrench. Yeah, I really want to know how all the Loretta stuff worked. You know, with his shadow clone jutsu of like 50 million cams playing different instruments. Okay. All right. We are starting to become in business. Get the ribbon cable out, get the battery cable out. Let's see here. So oh my goodness, how are we gonna do all this stuff upside down? I assume because this is so long that I put this one in first. Because then that will let me maneuver everything else around. And then battery. The wings should be on the top side. So we go like so. I think. There we go. I sure hope this JSD isn't reversible. Okay. Now for the whoa. Now for the hard part. Yeah, like there were a million different like shots. I don't know if he did like the camera. He probably didn't do the camera work either. Oh my gosh. When in doubt, tweezers out. I think it is non-blast. It would make more sense to do this. Oh my god, I'm so scared of these ribbon cables, man. Like, these things tear like nobody's business. It's not accepting. It's not activating. It should, so if it's anything like the other slot, it should just kind of slip in there. Here, we'll take this out. currently common sense is dictating that we maneuver the shortest cable first. I'll be real, I don't even know if I'm going to use the Bluetooth on this thing, but it's nice to have that option. There we go. Now it's taking. We're locked in. Okay, black negative. Okay. All right. We have light. The lights are on. Let's go. And then probably have to maneuver it this way to get this cable on. I don't know. I'll be real. I don't know if there's an off button to this thing. The light will probably be on until it dies a natural death. But oh, right. Shit. I forgot to put I forgot a lot of things. You know what? We are gonna run without stabilizers. Screw that. I'm not doing that tonight. That can be handled another day. But I forgot to put the isolation tape on the bumpers. So, in lieu of the actual ones, because I don't believe they came with any, I am going to put some masking tape on. And this is where it becomes handy to, again, be in different hobbies at the same time. Because this is from my Gundam painting adventures at the moment. It's not Tamiya, unfortunately, but it does the job well enough. But yeah, just have to cover the posts. These are just here to give like a little bit more stability. Okay. Because there's only 2 actual screw-in points, and so without these additional points, the PCB would just be like rocking back and forth inside the case. Which I don't know. That's probably the point, because there's so many flex cuts right in here in this thing, so there should be a lot of room to flex it around, but I guess they're trying to tame this back down by having additional points that it is like floating on top of. There's definitely some stranger decisions on this board, but realistically, I did not buy this board for the sound or the feel. I bought it because it's fucking cool and it looks like a Sony Walkman. So everything else is kind of secondary. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Matrix Labs, but they make some pretty outlandish keyboard designs as well. And this, oh my gosh, that's a lot heavier than I am anticipating. And this board's design does kind of remind me of that studio. Okay. I'm gonna disconnect the first ribbon, or the long ribbon, so that I can get in and replug this battery. There are definitely a lot of moving parts with this thing. So the lights are on. I'm not sure. I know that there's 2 side buttons, which is potentially how you pair them, but I don't know that that will matter for USB mode, which I'm going to try once this is all built. Okay, there we go. All put together. Gotta put the foam back on. And gotta get the screws in. Okay, one side secure. Go ahead and get the other side here. Okay, all right. It's actually screwing. Okay. A little bit longer than the first one. But yeah, there is quite a decent amount of flex in all directions still. So we should be fine. This is the Courant. Oh, am I supposed to screw over this? I think I am. There's a screw hole in there. Yeah, okay. So that's also how this foam, PCB foam, is attaching on here as well. And so, back and fed. Awesome. Hope you had a good meal. We have dealt with all of the annoying internals, and so we are now at the point where we can do the fun stuff, which is put switches and keycaps on. And I am putting full foam in here. So there's case foam, there is PCB foam, there is plate foam, there is foam on foam on foam on foam. Lubing? Ah, you missed it. The lubing is already done. We have Cherry MX black switches, all lubed up, ready to go. So there is no need to worry about that. I think this is where the countersunk screws go in now. I'm screwed into something, but it feels like I'm like free spinning in here. Interesting. All right, get you in here. All right, that one definitely there's a bite. Maybe if I hold this side down. Okay. Plate foam. Plate. And we can start slapping switches on. It is so nice. It is. So this is actually a brass plate that's been PVD'd silver. So it is like reflective as all hell. And I can already tell you that this board, there's like so much flex in there. So even though this is a brass plate, the brass plate has like flex cuts in it. The PCB has flex cuts in it. There's quite a lot of foam and flex going on. But even though I said I've spent all this time building keyboards, I actually have never worked with a board with full foam like this. So this will be kind of new-ish to me. I think the one thing I'm worried about right now is that because I can't see the hot swap socket holes, I don't know if I am putting them in straight or not. So we will find out. We will find out once we run the switch tester. Wait. Oh shoot. I put the okay. Yeah, okay. The it's definitely not aligned. I put the plate foam case foam in upside down. So that's not great. That's one error. Oh my god, it's not pulling out. These boys are stuck. Actually, I don't even know if they're stuck. I think it's just like because the plate is so flexy. I'm definitely pulling the top and bottom halves apart. Let's see here. If I unscrew this, and then try and get the I think that's what we do is we build the PCB, the PCB with the foam, the plate, the switches together, and then we put it all inside. I think that's smarter because also there are screw holes in here to let me do that. So let's reverse before before I make any more stupid decisions here. All right, pull the whole shebang out. Take out ribbon cable 1. Take out battery. Take out ribbon cable 2. Okay, that's one screw out, and get the other screw out. Ah. Everything's kind of poking me between the plate, the PCB, the switch pins. Trying to unsandwich this sandwich. There we go. Okay. Redo. Take this. Gotta flip it around. I had $1 for every time I undid a plate slash PCB slash foam combo. Okay, yeah, because this was upside down, so this is how it's supposed to go. Yeah, no, I get it now. Like, I have a QWERTY keys, a QK60, and I even built that one without foam. Because I wanted to see, you know, like how it would feel, how it would perform, etc. And like I had a really good experience with the QK60 foamless. So they did a really good job with that design. All right, now the question is, how am I gonna get this back on? Let's get these switches out of here so we can reset. And also, just kind of fix these switch films real quick. There's a little uggo. There we go. Just a little temporary fuckery. But nothing that cannot be fixed. So I like how there's like so many reflections on here, because I have like, streamer, when are you reviewing Event Horizon? Ooh. Oh, it's that new 65, huh? Hold on, let me pull this thing up. Yeah, that MVKB. Sure, I will pull this up while I yeah. So this is what Mr. U is talking about. This is a more premium 65% what I really like about it is like that sort of mishmash between like the traditional anodized, or is that raw? I think that might be raw, with like the front dot mesh on the front, and then you have the inside, which is that like hammer tone, like Leica camera sort of finish. So it's probably not something I would purchase because the board is a little bit too big for me, but I do appreciate the thought going into this. Yeah, contrast, dark versus light, texture versus smooth, raw versus luscious coatings. So, okay. I guess it answered my question. The top of it is raw. So that is pretty cool. It's raw. It's like a good sushi raw, not like Gordon Ramsay undercooked chicken raw. All right. So what I will attempt to do here, we'll go ahead and we'll set up the the 4 corner switches, and then push it on, and then see what happens. Again, I do not have very much experience with PCB foam combos. But it seems to be working out. If we stir fry a salmon poke bowl, does it become fried rice? Damn. One of the realest questions of our age. I would say yeah. I mean, you know, it's probably not good fried rice because the rice isn't, you know, old. I get, but you know, if the ingredients are mostly the same, well, maybe the sauce is a little bit different. I don't know if you'd stir fry, you know, like the more watery stuff like cucumber. Yeah, if you buy a poke bowl and leave it for a day and then just toss that into a wok, well, see what that does to the fish, huh? All right, so my fears were confirmed. We do have a bent pin here, but with the power of advanced technology, we can restore it to its former glory. Close enough. I've had some switches where the pins were like delaminating. So like the inside is kind of like a cheaper metal, and then the outside is like copper coated or like gold coated, or you know, whatever. Yeah, at least it's not flat. Exactly. The rolling we can kind of undo like pretty simply. This one is a little more fucked. It is pushed in. Try and I think this one would definitely, we have to like open this thing up because the pin is just short now. So I believe that means the internal leaf got kind of messed with. Oh yeah. Ooh. I think I need flat tweezers or like a vise or something for this. I actually haven't had a lot of issues like this where the pin, like the contact leaf, actually like goes into the like into the housing. But it looks like it's okay. The internal leaf is back to being aligned. So as long as we straighten out this pin, we are Gucci. Yeah, okay. All right. Problem solved. That is how to unbend a pin in case you spent 15 million years like lubing and tuning a switch and you don't want to let it go to waste. That did not go as poorly as I thought. Actually, yeah, that's like really good. It's like straight, like dead on. And it clicked in perfect. So yeah. All right. No harm, no foul. I am leaving so many fingerprints on this plate though. This is kind of nuts. Like even with gloves on, this is an absolute fingerprint magnet. I do see why people like this full foam combo when installing the switches though, because it's just aligned, it just works. I am a little concerned that it's basically like that Link 65 Sushi PCB. There's so much flex cutting going on, but hopefully the foam will sort of even that out as far as like sound goes. Like I'm hoping that this will have like that classic foamy sound. Okay. But yeah, it was either these switches or the Bochi the Rock switches. So let me pull this up. I got this from Charles Fox like a couple weeks ago. But these are the new Texi Bochi switches. Which they have basically admitted it themselves, but these are basically just like recolored Zaku switches. So I guess the stem color, like the sky blue, is because of her eyes, but like it's a two-tone like light pink, medium pink. But they're long pole Texi switches, like basically Zaku's again. But I did get them. I don't know if it was like a special like promotion per se, but these Bochi switches are like 35 cents a switch. So very well into like the more budget group, which I'm actually pretty like impressed Yeah, they're cheap. Because XE switches usually go for like 65 cents a switch. Like Texie usually prices on the more like premium end of the scale. But I am definitely going to be using those in the Starry FRL whenever Oprah decides to start running that. I think Starry FRL runs in February. Somewhere around there. All right, we got 4 more. Wait, is he? I thought he's doing the FNF at the same time as the group buy. No, isn't FNF just to get like different colors or something? At least that's what I remember. That's what I remember him saying, but I could be like totally like wrong. All right. One more reassembly, and hopefully we can call it a done deal. Because I don't know how much more plugging and unplugging these ribbon connectors are going to take. Get in. Get in. Get connected for free with Education Connection. Man, you gotta put those Razor Greens in a TGR Jane or something. Like, or Key Cult. Just put it in the most like shitposty possible position. Need the flats for this. There we go. Get 1. We get 2. I'm gonna get 3. That was there. Look at that. The pins have shredded my gloves to like nothing. VTuber finger reveal. They feel like Topra. I'm gonna do the HHKB Studio, but honestly, I think it's fine, the HHKB Studio, but you definitely have to come in with like a certain set of expectations. Like, they probably, I mean, even though I think they said it's hot swappable, like, you can't really fully customize that because, you know, you have the track point in the center, so that sort of restricts. Yeah, you can't really swap caps out or anything like that. I am not. See, I'm in on here. I'm not in on here. Okay, there we go. I think I felt a grab. Nope. But let's bring out my actual screwdriver because that is a smart thing to do. Although I don't know if I can get it through the I don't know if I can get it through the holes for the plates and stuff. About to find out. See here, is this the bit for this? Nope, a little bit more. That is the bit. This hole is not being located. Here. Flip this out. Oh, that's why the spacer just completely disconnected from reality. Let me get you back in there. This is definitely a more challenging build than usual. Okay. All right, I think we're finally in. Ooh. Get all this other crap to the side. And this has been in the works for like 17,000 years. So I will have to extricate that comet from my display board and get it out here. This is like a really old what is this? This is the Hex 3C, like from way back in like 2019 or something. Right, yeah, from these initial key presses, they sound like foam. They are non-obtrusive. And then I'll have to like reach up and get my my 40s kit from wherever the hell I put it. ZXCVB. I will probably gloves off the typing test. Because everything is getting tore up from the floor up. Oh. Interesting. So this one is using, so there's like a 1.25U right here on the what's it called? It's like a false HHKB split in a way. Gotta put the VTuber caps on. Let's see. I think maybe one of these guys. That is just barred and scooped. Okay. If anything, I wish that they had put like the stickers saying which kits are which on the boxes instead of on the shrink wrap. Novelties. Oop. Let's open this pit up. Let's see here. It should be 125 125. That looks right. The Ringo on. Put the ribbon dad on there. Use the accent enter on the top. Let's see, what else have I not used? So I used the crown. No, I haven't used the crown. The crown will be on the top. Crown will be right there. And ribbon. Oh, that's a 1.5. I think that's all I can use for novelties. So yeah, now we will have to break out the 40s kit here. All right, and enter goes here. Oh, nope, that's not the right profile. Let's take that out. Delete. You're all over here. Man, I remember buying this set at Comet like way back in the day. Alright, fuck it, we raw. And it was supposed to be like a really quick sort of turnaround, but it ended up not being a quick turnaround like at all. I'm glad it finally shipped, yeah, for sure. Do I have to grab the shift from the other kit? I think I do. Grab the space bars here. This alt code FN. Where is backspace? Is right here. Okay. I think I might end up putting GMK Shoko on this down the line. Because the blue in person is very much more of a Shoko blue, more so than like at Comet, like Susei blue. The blue here is a little bit too, it's like too saturated. And there we are. That is a keyboard. That took 2 hours to build the hot swap. That doesn't sound great, but we got there. We got there in the end. All right, yeah, let's run some sound tests, huh? I love this thing. Like the angles on it look good. Like it's very 80s. Like it's like I like how it's like offset. There was a board by Percent Studio back in the day that had like three keys. it was on one of the sides, but it also had like that kind of asymmetry that I really like. And then these two are actual buttons back here for the like the Bluetooth pairing stuff. But we will connect with USB. Oh, here's my Hydra, by the way. So this is a stacked acrylic case from P3D Store, who unfortunately has closed down. But this was kind of the start of like my more purpose-built like color matching builds. So I will always have a special place in my heart for that one. Okay, there we go. It took a while for it to recognize. I think it was switching off of like Bluetooth to wired mode. TPS40 is set up and ready to go. So now we will have to load up the VIA JSON because this is it's one of those PCBs where it's like, you know, technically this runs on VIA, but they don't have the open they don't have like the open source firmware for this. So I'm a little iffy about it, but you know, if it works. Let's see here. JSON. Do I have an overlay for VIA? No, I have it for Vile. Here, we'll put this up on here. Make sure everything everything's working, and then we'll program this. We'll run sound tests. Tester, test matrix. Okay, R key. I think this is the one that I had to fix. Yeah, all right. We will diagnose you at a later time. All right, so let's see here. Tab is going to go there. Escape is going to go down here. I use like a really weird key map. So if this looks like degenerate, like I have space down here, I have escape down here at the bottom left. If this looks like degenerate to you, this is what happens when you are a 40% keyboard user. And a lot of stuff will not do, like the keys will not say, they will not line up to what they actually are. I'll tell you that up front. Let's see, special, no layers. Where is layer tap? Space FN2. That's what I want. And then this one is FN1. Okay. Then that's an extra key to the right of the space. Oh wait, no, that's gonna be question slash pipe. So that's set. That, and then apostrophe. And then the F keys are going to be up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then these are going to be the brackets, and then the other slash goes that way. Okay. This is, oh, here, hold on. Let me just clear this area real quick. IOP. So my arrow keys are going to be up, left, down, right, where I have my right hand. Page up, page down, home, end. Okay. All right. Running sound test. Where's my... All right. If you haven't been here before, welcome, by the way. We actually use a binaural mic to do our sound testing here. Okay. We're going ASMR mode. And let's see. Monkey type, interact. Yeah, we can do better. We can do better. So, yeah, that the board definitely sounds foamy. It has that foamy sound signature. It's comfortable to type on. So the layout of this is pretty similar to another keyboard that I have. So I I kind of like flip back and forth because there's like some slight, you know, like this is a little bit wider, this is like more compact, but it's most similar to this keyboard of mine, the UE40. So they both are 12 keys wide, 4 rows. The main difference is the size of these two keys down here are swapped, but the bottom row is the same. But it's, you know, it's a solid typing sound. Like I have no complaints with it. When I was lubing these Cherry MX Blacks, they were actually like a little bit more scratchy, like when you hold them in the hand. But I didn't really feel that or hear that on the, like when it's installed in the board itself. And that's kind of going back to like what I was talking about. Like I prioritize feel first for switches because the sound is so influenced by like the board's construction, the materials, everything like that. You know, that the switches play less of a role sound wise. But yeah, I'm happy with this. Like here, let me actually pull out my, I don't know where I put it actually. Here you are. So this is not the specific model of Walkman that this was based on. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's based off the TPS-L2. So you see this, and then let me pull up this. So this is like almost as direct of a reference as you can get, but it's a really good reference. Like the Walkman, like whoever did the design on these things, like, you know, both this one, but even this one, like this is definitely like a newer model. Like this is like 90s 2000s, but this, you know, that was part of the style, right? And so, you know, in about 10 years, people are gonna like go all crazy about the 90s 2000s like acid house sort of aesthetic. Everybody's still on like 80s and stuff right now, but style is cyclical. This 90s style will come in sooner rather than later. But yeah, here I'm gonna run one more sound test. We'll call it a night. that's an ad. Ready for emo music to come back? Yes. Because if emo comes back, then we can get post-punk back, and my favorite band, Tokyo Police Club, will finally start making good music again. So oh, I flubbed it. And Vaughn's hearing Dear Maria. Let's try a time. Okay, a little bit better. And I don't hear a lot of like paininess as I pick up on the speed. I don't know what that squeak was. But yeah, they're like, okay, I hear a little bit on this space bar, but that's also because I don't have a stabilizer on here, so I'll have to go back and kind of put that on there. But we go again. Okay, a little bit better. One thing I will say, and let me go back. One thing I will say about this board, it is a little tall. Like the front height is kind of tall versus some boards that are like built to have a low front height. So like for example, this is Bully. I believe this is 18 or 19 millimeters from the desk to the bottom of the keycap, whereas this, I believe it's like 23 or 24. Like there's definitely a height difference there. As long as you're using a wrist rest, you should be okay. But definitely something to consider. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. Melon, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for bringing your community over. Thank you for stopping by and taking a look. And everybody else too. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching me struggle through hell that is keyboards. um, I'll probably stream another keyboard like in a couple of weeks. Probably got to get through the Christmas season. Um, I am I'm gonna try and get a board that I've been having my eye on for a while, and it's like on sale. So I'm gonna get it before that goes away because it's like B stock, it's like holiday special, all that kind of thing. Um, but what I have kind of been getting into recently is it's a game called Mini Metro, where you draw like train lines, and the presentation's really cool. It's kind of addicting. Probably my next stream will be that. But for tonight, I'm gonna go to bed or just chill for a little while. Yeah, thank you again for coming in. Have a good evening.